The start of a mammoth jackpot out here in Gqeberha. Opening ceremony went in, gates went back, and they off and racing. A better start for them. Give them a chance to settle down. Bridgerton has gone off to lead them. Great Ecstasy's racing away in second. Mohandas on the outside, just trying to get into a good rhythm now as Mohandas. That will race up into third and about 3 or 4 lanes off them. Stealing the Moon is racing with the pink sleeves. Then comes Opening Ceremony, racing towards the back end of the field. I would say that's 5 lanes off them, and Little Miss KJ has dropped anchor at the back end. So in front is Bridgerton, steers the ship by a length and a tail. In second is Great Ecstasy. Then comes Mohandas travelling alongside Stealing the Moon. They only 4 or 5 lengths off the leader. Opening Ceremony, the big white blaze, the green body's got 7 to make up, and Little Miss KJ is out back and outpaced about 8 or 9 lengths off the leader. They're homeward bound, and Bridgerton's in front with Great Ecstasy to the outside. Mohandas, an awkward ride, still 5 lengths off them. Then comes Opening Ceremony, but here's Great Ecstasy hanging to the inside, but clear gone 2, 3. Make that 4 lanes clear. Bridgerton's racing away in second, but here's Great Ecstasy to run them into the ground. A very good win. Second very close, Mohandas and Bridgerton involved, and Opening Ceremony was back in fourth. So we'll get that head on replay. You can see hanging quite badly, really hanging badly is this winner, Great Ecstasy. Goes right across Bridgerton. You can see Dennis Schwartz changes the stick and he just wants that rail. That's all Great Ecstasy wants. Thank goodness the rail's there. Otherwise he would have ended up in the marsh field the way he was hanging. But he's won convincingly this afternoon. Well done to Mr. Maynard, and a big well done to Sharon and Gregory Kotson. Numbers...
Welcome back to Fairview Carryover Jackpot, and nice to see the pool growing. The Great Ecstasy from the Sharon Kotson stable opens the first leg, and nice second win for Dennis Schwartz. Nice to have him in the winner's box as well. And I have got the gentleman standing with me. He's representing the groom. The groom is Oscar, and with me is Pastor. So Pastor, for Oscar, very well done. 1,500 Rand in the bank. Well done to you. Awesome. Let's go to Dennis. Nice to chat to him as a gentleman I haven't spoken to that much. Great to have him on course. And I love the vibe and the skip in your step when you walk up the steps as well. You really do love your racing, and I can see it. I mean, you're almost new to us in the racing industry. I mean, you've been around for a while, whatever like it, but you're starting to have winners and people starting to say, who's this guy? So well done, Dennis.
Thank you so much. I have to say big thanks to all the trainers that's really supporting me. Lovely bunch of owners as well that really standing behind me at the moment, and things are really going good for me, so I can't complain, but without their support it's also not possible.
Absolutely. Now tell us about Great Ecstasy. I mean, a runner that's a little bit, we're not sure if it's something with the mouth or whatever. I asked Nadine as a former jockey, I said, what do you do to get a horse to straighten its head? And we discussed it going to post because it was going on the one side, and in the race itself it started going towards the other side.
Yes, I took him cantering down. I thought his horse was going to hang out, and I thought it's going to be hard for me to take the bend. And that's why when I came into the straight, I tried to go to the outside, and he just had another thought of trying to go to the inside. So it was very confusing. But the head groom told me he has a problem with his mouth or something. I'm also not sure what it is. That's why he has a rubber bit on, just to try and figure him out. And it worked today, but he needs to get his head on the right path to go onwards from here.
All right, now let's touch on you quickly. Tomorrow out at Hollywood Bets Greyville, you've got Fire and Flames for Johan Roux.
Yeah, he's a very smart horse. Last time I got beaten by a really decent horse. The 1,400 is no problem for him. So distance-wise, he's well, and he should run a good race. My only concern is the draw.
All right, and then you've got Tipsy Tarragon for Tony Peter.
Ran a great third the other day to Humdinger, who was also in the race. I think that the mile will be more suited to her than the 1,400 last time. It's a very competitive field, but hoping she can be somewhere close to the money.
And then also for Tony Peter, you're riding Cold Fact.
Cold Factor, really get on well with her. She's an out-and-out sprinter, and yeah, I think she's one of the best drawn, so I really give her a good chance there.
Good chance. Tremendous. Thanks so much for sharing. Well done
Thank
to
you. Big thanks to the Sharon Kotzen team and all the owners.
Tremendous. Thanks very much, Dennis. Let's go to Malibonge. He's going to come and chat to us now on behalf of the Sharon Kotzen stable. Nice to get a bit of insight and comments coming through for tomorrow from the jockey as well. Malibonge, well done. Well, nice to have you back in the winner's box. Sharon and Greg will be happy.
Yeah, they should be happy. Even the owners should be happy because you see what we get. When I see Pay Night get beaten, I was so shocked. That's just.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to say well done to Omfan, UC's horse, and Maynard family also, to Greg, Sharon also, and the sponsor, World Sport.
All right. Now, you straighten up. I'm going to get Corin to come into the picture. We're going to hold this just so that the Maynard family can see. There's an extra 15,000. Am I right? Yeah. It's full one. Yep. Extra 15,000 Rand coming to them as well because they are owners, well, they are members of the Racehorse Owners Association. So well done to them, and thanks very much for the incentive. Well done to you. Now, before you run away, what do you like for the big race tomorrow? Which horse do you like in the Hollywood Bets Durban July?
I like Craig Zaki.
Craig Zaki's
Craig
horse.
Zaki has to win the Velda too.
All right, that's for Mike de Kock, eh?
100%.
All right, there we go. So I think that's Dave the King, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right? There we go. Dave the King tomorrow. That's from Malibongwe. We're moving on here in the Eastern Cape to race 5 shortly.